The four major lessons the Jimmy Kimmel firing teaches us. Lesson number one, the most obvious lesson. Fascism is officially here in America. It's no longer a question of if we are moving towards fascism. We are officially living in a fascist nation. So we need to shift the terms of the conversation in such a way in which we acknowledge this is no longer a question of avoiding fascism. It's a question now of how do we undo the ditch that we already find ourselves in. Now, for all my community folk out there who may not pay attention to all these fancy political terms, let me break it down for you. What is fascism? Fascism, in very plain language, is a system of government organized usually around one powerful leader, in which government is used primarily to do three things. Number one, assert totalitarian control, meaning control over everything. Number two, suppress opposition. Number three, weaponize the military. That's what fascism is. Again, one more time. Fascism does three things: assert control over all aspects of society, repress and suppress opposition of all kinds, and weaponize the military. Sound familiar? I think America in 2025 has already checked off all three boxes. So that's the first lesson that we learn here. Lesson number two. All of this is just a rehearsal. All of this is just a rehearsal. The undoing of women's reproductive rights with the undoing of Roe versus Wade, the Supreme Court decision granting ICE the permission to racially profile, the disappearing of undocumented folk, white men in masks and hoods patrolling the streets of America. This is all just a rehearsal. The firing of university presidents, the firing of talk show hosts. Fascism is always just a rehearsal for the next worst thing. Because trust and believe, if we've now reached a moment where even millionaire white men are unsafe to keep their jobs simply for stating facts, Jimmy Kimmel simply stated facts. And if a millionaire white man like Jimmy Kimmel is not safe, what you think that says about the rest of us and what they planning on doing? All of this is just a rehearsal, which is the second major lesson of this particular moment. This is all just a rehearsal. How long until American citizens are no longer safe to record videos like this without somebody coming to knock on their door? How long before American citizens are being disappeared on the streets of America? How long before the Negro national anthem, the Black national anthem, is no longer allowed in public settings? How long before the name of Harriet Tubman is no longer allowed to be taught in our schools? All of this is just a rehearsal. That's lesson number two. Lesson number three is a lesson that the Wu-Tang Clan taught us 25 years ago. What? Cash rules everything around me. Cream. At the center of so many of these decisions and capitulations has to do with money. Whether or not we're talking about what's happening in the Ivy League, whether or not we're talking about what's happening with these major networks, what does it come down to? Cash. Cash ruling everything around us. These companies, these organizations, these universities care about one thing: the loss of finances, and doing whatever they can to try to hold on to that dollar. So, on the flip side, what that means for us as an organizing strategy is that we have to get much smarter with working within capitalism in such a way that allows us to understand that since cash rules everything around us, we've got to do better with withholding our own economic resources, which means, yes, we should be boycotting ABC. Yes, we should be boycotting NBC. Yes, we should be telling Black students to not be attending these universities in which their cultural centers have been erased, where diversity, equity, and inclusion programs have been erased. We need to be able to get smarter about working within a system in which cash rules everything around us. That's lesson number three. Lesson number four, beware of liberal institutions. Beware of liberal institutions. I'm going to say it again. Beware of liberal institutions. What we are seeing in this moment is that it is not the people who we knew that were against us. It's the people that we thought that were for us that are selling us out. How did Biggie say it? It's the ones that smoke blunts with you, see your picture, now they want to come and get you. Whether or not we're talking about Columbia University or ABC, it is all of these institutions that we thought were these bastions of liberalism and progress. They are the ones the first to capitulate to the forces of fascism. And so those are the four major lessons of the Jimmy Kimmel firing, and the four major lessons of this moment, beloved. Number one, fascism is here. Number two, this is all just a rehearsal. Number three, cash rules everything around us. Number four, beware of liberal institutions. Keep those four lessons in mind. Stay woke. This is the People's Professor. I love you, beloveds.